Hi, broadcasting to you from somewhere deep in the heart of Texas. Once again, it's me, Honey Ann. Hope everybody's doing well today. Happy Friday! Yay! for me, for me, guys, Friday, same old thing, different day. You know, when you're old like me, Friday's just another day. I don't know how well my volume's functioning today. Sometimes I have to use the big computer. Sometimes I use the laptop. Today I just happened to be on the laptop, and the computer, the volume's really botched. It really doesn't sound that great at all, but it is what it is, right? We do what we can with what we've got. Yeah, it's not like I'm some great big old huge YouTube channel or anything. You know, I'm just a little tiny channel who's trying to speak a big word for the Lord. Yeah. All right, give me a second, and I'm going to put on the screen show, the slideshow. I added some more pictures to it. I'm going to try to re-add it again because I'm just not wanting to function properly. So give me just 1 second. Okay. Share. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. All right, here we go. That should do it right there. Just not wanting to load today for some odd reason. I don't understand why, but there you have it. Let's see if I can get this to work right. Okay, there we go. Now, see if this is going to function properly on a slideshow. Okay. All right, there we go. Now I got it. Okay. I added some more pictures to this today, guys. This music's making me nervous. I guess I'm just old. I guess it's just old age. I don't know. All right. I'll be right back. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me that swing. Give me that swing. Give me that swing. My heart is giving you love. Try not to need you so much. You want right from the start. You're always saying the same. Now it seems always easy to shake. I wanna shoot you down. Oh, you've given your heart away. I love you from the start. Oh, you've given your heart away. I love you from the start. So do what you gotta do. You be my lover. Make it better, better, right, good. Say what you say, do what you gotta do. You be my lover. And I say, make it better, better, right, good. Gave you diamonds and gold. A heart that was easily sold. Fall for your lies, dangerous charms. Set myself up for a fall. But now it seems always easy to shake. I'm gonna shoot you down. I was only a stepping stone. I loved you all the same. Now you've given your heart away, and I will make you through your lies. I have no reason to hide.
keep and the wheels are the dogs around. There's a new kid around, and she knows she is bound to be the leader of the whole right back, and she won't wait for the return of the flag. There's a cool cat in town, never going down. One day she's even heading for the crown. A cool cat in town. She's back in town. When the cat's away, the mice are playing. They're messing around till they all start swaying. Down in the club where the joy is jumping. The birds and the bees and the hip chicks are swinging. There's a cool cat in town, never settle down. She loves chasing the dogs around. There's a new kid around, and she knows she is bound to be the leader of the whole right pack, and she won't wait for the return of the flag. There's a cool cat in town, never going down. One day she's even heading for the crown. A cool cat in town. Show the big dogs what to do. There's a cool cat in town. Oh, believe me, no cat's cool as this kitty cat. Don't wait for a new dog around. Who don't like some cats in town? A cool kid around. Yeah, oh, yeah, a cool cat in town.
Trompetista. Armonica. Contrabajo. The voice.
Dancing is a luxury, a pleasure to waste time, an excess of emotion without rules, a fantastic tra-la-la without meaning and practical use. Now everybody, let's dance.
Welcome to Dada Move Lesson 1. Put your hands over your head and join the rhythm right now. 2. Clap your hands energetic to the rhythm right now. Lesson 3. Jump to the air right now. Delta Move Lesson 4. Shake your feet to the beat right now. Lesson 5. Shout hop now. The last lesson 6. Just sing together. Welcome to St. James Valley. Baby, down St. James now. Make your summer Saturday. Everybody hot that all night, and you're almost freaking out. Take to and then grab my arm and pull me. Give me by yourself. In the middle of the barroom's dance floor, and a crazy bouncing crowd. When you come to me, the girls are shaking it down, shaking it down, shaking it down. So I do it up, baby, I'm so crazy, man. Nothing know what you got. All that everything I do. All the things you got to know. All you do, look at you. Think of what you do to me. Mister, you make me crazy. Never hit the bottle of the bang. Oh, kiss me. I think me falling That feels better. Yeah. Yo, Max, now let the drop hits
I was sitting in the dark, my phone was by my side. I was ready to swing, man. I was ready to slip and slide. I had a brand new bag and my old soft shoes. Ready to roll to Jason's blues. And I chick came over and what she said to me. All the chicks that see it want to blow me. I make them wail, I make them moan, I make them shout out for my zone. Looks like they let homes are back in style. Bad bones are back in style, mama. All right, gentlemen, I want you to repeat after me just how I do it. Ready? Your turn. Very good. Go ahead now. Good golly. Bring it around now. Ladies. Good golly. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mr. Charlie Puth on keys. Yeah!
There's two moons up there.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. Only want to socialize. I don't think we should. For spirits supernatural, a shy that's all of us. Back up, don't seem so unsafe. Back up, don't seem so unsafe. Semi-serious.
Looks like there's been an issue. All right. Wow, I cannot believe I've been on for 46 minutes. Time flies. All righty then. Guess I'll get on with this broadcast. Sure, there's been enough musical entertainment for the day. I can't believe 46 minutes have passed. Time just flies, doesn't it? Okay. All right, let me see. I had to go make me a fresh pot of coffee. I didn't realize that coffee had gotten old. Okay. Let me turn this down. All righty. All righty. So today, I'm going to do a revised version of Revelation 12 because the version I gave the other day was like an old interpretation. So it's been kind of revised since then. So I just want to make sure that I make that clear so nobody thinks that things are the way they used to be, because they're not. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. So basically, let me find my mouse. Revelation 12:1. Then I witnessed in heaven an event of great significance. I saw a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon beneath her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. Not an actual woman, but a symbolic. Okay. So remember, Jesus is Lord. Okay. So 2, then being with child, she cried out in labor and in pain to give birth. 3, and another sign appeared in heaven. Behold, a great fiery red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 diadems on his head. 4, his tail drew a third of the stars of heaven and threw them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman and was ready to give birth, to devour her child as soon as it was born. 5, she bore a male child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up to God and his throne. 6, then the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared by God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. 7, and war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels fought with the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought. 8, but they did not prevail, nor was a place found for them in heaven any longer. 9, so the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast to the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. 10, then I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now salvation, strength, and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brethren, who accused them before our God day and night, has been cast down. 11, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives to the death. 12. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down to you having great wrath, because he knows that he has a short time. 13. Now when the dragon saw that he had been cast to the earth, he persecuted the woman who gave birth to the male child. 14. But the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness to her place, where she is nourished for a time and times and half a time from the presence of the serpent. 15. So the serpent spewed water out of his mouth like a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away by the flood. 16. But the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon had spewed out of his mouth. 17. And the dragon was enraged with the woman, and he went to make war with the rest of her offspring who kept the commandments of God and had the testimony of Jesus Christ. Excuse me. So Revelation 12 begins with a symbol pointing to something else. And this is the first of 7 signs in the last half of Revelation, you see. Because Revelation 12:1, then I witnessed in heaven a great event, an event of great significance. I saw a woman clothed with the sun and the moon beneath her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head. So it's not an actual woman, but a symbolic representation of Israel. The picture in the Old Testament as the wife of God, Isaiah 54:5 and 6, and Jeremiah 3:6 and 8, 6 through 8. So verse 1 says she was clothed with the sun, moon, sun and the moon under her feet and 12 stars. Being clothed with the sun speaks of the glory and dignity and exalted status of Israel. So the picture of the moon under her feet possibly describes God's covenant, relationship. Okay. Okay. So like I said, it possibly describes God's covenant relationship with Israel. Okay. Now, while the 12 stars represent the 12 tribes of Israel, right? Revelation 12:2, she was pregnant and she cried out because of her labor pains and the agony of giving birth, right? So Israel's pictured as a mother giving birth, and she agonized and suffered for centuries, longing for the Messiah to come. Now, Revelation 12:3, then I witnessed in heaven another significant event, and I saw a large red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and with 7 crowns on its heads. So the woman's mortal enemy is Satan, who appears, as a dragon 13 times in the book of Revelation. 13 times, you guys. So the 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns, that depicts Satan's domination, of 7 past worldly kingdoms and 10 future kingdoms. So Satan has and will rule the world until the 7th trumpet blows. In Revelation 11:15, he's tried to destroy her, which is Israel, before, she could have a child. So in Revelation 12:4, his tail swept away 1/3 of the stars in the sky. And he threw them to the earth, and he stood in front of the woman as she was about to give birth. Ready to devour her baby as soon as it was born. Wish my light would come on. having issues with this light and this lamp. I really need a new lamp so bad. It only comes on when it wants to. It functions when it wants to function. Okay, so basically, Satan's original rebellion, it resulted in 1/3 of the angelic host joining the rebellion and becoming his demons or fallen angels. So, there's several references here. Just one. Here's one. Listen, Matthew 2:13-18. After the wise men were gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, flee to Egypt with the child and his mother. The angel said, stay there until I tell you to return, because Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. 14. And that night Joseph left for Egypt with the child and Mary, his mother. 15. And they stayed there until Herod's death. And this fulfilled what the Lord had spoken, through the prophet. I called my son out of Egypt. 16. Herod was furious when he realized that the wise man had outwitted him, and he sent soldiers to kill all boys, in and around Bethlehem who were 2 years old and under, based on the wise men's report of the star's first appearance. In 17, Herod's brutal action fulfilled what God had spoken through the prophet Jeremiah. In 18, a cry was heard in Ramah, weeping in great mourning. Rachel weeps for her children, refusing to be comforted, for they are dead. Luke 4:28-29. Revelation 12:5. She gave birth to a son who was to rule the nations with an iron rod, and her child was snatched away from the dragon and was caught up to God and to his throne. So Satan tried his best to destroy the messianic line. However, Jesus' birth took place just as predicted. Jesus' iron rod represents him being the king and his coronation. Revelation 12:5, and was caught up to God and to his throne. So Jesus' ascension is in view in Acts 1:9, 2:33, and Hebrews 1:1-3. Acts 1:9 says, after saying this, he was taken up into a cloud while they were watching, and they could no longer see him. And Revelation 12:6, and the woman fled into the wilderness where God had prepared a place to care for her for 1,260 days. So the wilderness is a place where greatness occurs. Interestingly, this area, of the Middle East will be separated by the Antichrist. And 1,260 days will be the midpoint where Satan breaks his covenant with Israel. He will put a stop to temple worship as he puts in place an abomination of desolation, as many Jews flee for their lives, and God will protect them. In Revelation 12:7-8, then there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon and his angels, and the dragon lost the battle, and he and his angels were forced out of heaven. So a person has to admit that a state of war has existed since the fall of Satan, and this warfare was to intensify most likely as God's raptured saints passed through the heavens. So we have Revelation 12:9. This great dragon, the ancient serpent called the devil or Satan, the one deceiving the whole world, was thrown down to the earth, he and his angels, a third of the angels. Good coffee. So presently, Satan, he accuses every saint before God. But Jesus, he's overcome our advocate. And, devil means slander or falsely accuse. John 8:44 says, for you are the children of your father, the devil, and you love to do the evil things he does. He was a murderer from the beginning, and he was always hated. He's always hated the truth because there is no truth in him. When he lies, it is consistent with his character, for he is a liar and the father of lies. You can't get any more specific than that, right? That's very, very specific. That tells us exactly what the character of that old devil is. You know, he's a liar. He always has been. Yep. So Revelation 12:10 says this. Then I heard a loud voice shouting across the heavens, it has come at last, salvation and power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ, for the accuser of our brothers and sisters has been thrown down to earth, the one who accuses them before our God day and night. So listen to Job 1:9. Satan replied to the Lord, yes, but Job has good reason to fear God. Satan's access to heaven will be denied forever. He will no longer be able to accuse. In Revelation 12:11, and they have defeated him by the blood of the Lamb and by their testimony, and they did not love their lives so much as they were afraid to die. So listen to Romans 8:33 and 39. Who dares accuse us whom God has chosen for his own? No one, for God himself has given us right standing with himself. Who then will condemn us? No one, for Christ Jesus died for us and was raised to life for us, and he is sitting in the place of honor at God's right hand, pleading for us. 35. Can anything ever separate us from Christ's love? And does it mean he no longer loves us if we, have trouble or calamity or, persecuted or hungry or destitute in danger, or threatened with death? Okay, I'm going to stop there and I'll pick back up tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.